Being in business is the biggest personal growth journey you will ever go on, and it is never ending. Okay. Like literally never ending. You are your business. As far as you go is as far as the business goes. If you can't think bigger, see bigger, know there's more, or refine, or like whatever it is that's a block in you personally, your business is going to be blocked, right? Like we are our own bottleneck sometimes. So it's really, really important to know I'm working on me. Welcome back to the Champagne Social. I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm so excited for this episode. This is really like a peek behind the curtain of the last 6 months of my business, and I'm really excited to bring you guys in and like share what's been going on and what it's been like to start a brand new business at 30 years old. And it's been such a crazy experience, and it's one of those things where it feels like I've been doing now social media and this business for so many years, but it also feels like I just started. Like I am a brand new baby because I am. So it's just cool. Like so many things happened to get me to this point in business and starting over. And I'm really so thankful that it took me the time that it did to get to opening Renee Social Studio. Like I was so ready and so equipped for this business because of everything I'd gone through that you heard me talk about in the introduction episode, and all my years in wedding floral and being a business owner there. Like that all taught me so much, and I think is why I've been able to see such incredible growth now. But the reason that I have this podcast is so that we can all learn together, and I can accelerate your timetable by sharing all the things that I've learned and that I'm actively learning. Okay. I'm truly like on this journey with you guys. As you're building something, I'm building something. And even if you don't have a business, you're building something in your life. You're working on something, and you can take the lessons that I'm sharing along on your journey. And I have this really cool moment, and my husband pointed it out to me yesterday. So in April, I had just launched Renee Social Studio, which is my social media management and marketing agency business. And we flew to New York City, which is one of our very favorite places. Like live, laugh, love New York City. I would move there in a heartbeat as long as we had a decent apartment. Like that's my caveat. I don't want to live with rats because I have an extreme phobia. But I love New York City so much. And we were there for my husband's birthday in April, and I had just opened my business. I think it was like a week or two old at the time. And I had a couple clients that I had been doing their social media before I launched my business. So I didn't have any new clients at the time, but it just felt so exciting and surreal to be like, I have a new business and I'm creating a new life for myself. Like for so long in floral, I just head down, did the things that needed to be done, and sacrificed so much of my time and my calendar and like my mental peace. Honestly, I truly hate to say that, but like that's what needed to be done. And that was the job. That was the business that I'd built. And it felt like, necessary sacrifices to get what I wanted, which was an income and a business and a growing business and all the things. But being in New York in April was this beautiful kind of like outer body experience of like, oh my God, I have like truly changed my life. And this is the day one beginning feeling that I can't believe I'm experiencing right now. And it was just so cool. And I was like, just praying, walking around, like, this is the start of something really cool. And I can't wait to see it grow. Well, fast forward, so we were not going to go to New York City in this fall, but it has always been my dream to go to New York in the fall. We've been there countless times. We've been there. We go every December. My husband proposed in front of the tree. It was December 2021, which was so special. I'll tell that story at some point. But we've gone every December. We've gone summers, random times. Like if we have some time and we want to go somewhere, we go to New York because we both just love it so much. And So I have a lot of New York City on my Instagram. You don't need to look far to tell that I love going there. But we were not going to go this fall, even though I was very not so subtly sending my husband fall in New York reels. Like it was like the algorithms knew I really, 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 really wanted to go to New York this fall because I kept seeing like fall in New York is calling. And it's like all these clips of New York City in the fall. And it has just always been my dream. So I was not so subtly sending him those, and it was just truly like not in the cards. Like we traveled so much over spring and summer, and it just felt like that's not going to happen. Well, here I am going all along this journey of launching a podcast and all that goes into it. And I found this amazing podcast agency, The Good in Media. Love them. I hope it's okay that I just said their name. Like they deserve all the credit for this. And so I'm working with Brienne, and she's like, so they're moving to New York City. Their whole family is moving there temporarily for a handful of months. And that's their dream, which is just incredible. And she's like, I want to have you guys come out and let's do content. Like, let's do the launch, this podcast. Like, let's truly do like a podcast launch. Let's do that, like full send. Let's do super fun New York stuff. And it was so fun to like have her suggest that because I never would have like shipped myself off to New York to walk around and have Kenny do content of me. But having her suggest that and see that for me felt like just so beautiful and exciting of like, why is this perfect? That sounds like exactly what I want to do for my podcast launch. So we are going, spoiler alert, I'm recording this a little bit in advance because that's showbiz, babe. So we are going this weekend. We leave Thursday, and it is going to be exactly 6 months from when I was there last time. So I was there in April as a brand new business owner, and now I'm going to be 6 months into business, going to New York in the fall for, like, I actually want to cry. Like, I'm going there for this podcast to have super fun launch content, to like full send the pod, and being in such an incredible spot in my business where I have a full roster of clients. I am hiring a new person, my first team member, and like done with all the weddings. Everything's done. I'm not a florist anymore. I can't believe it. Like I genuinely can't, but at the same time, I can because I could see it before it was happening. And I think that's a big thing I want you guys to start to get good at is knowing where you're going and being able to say, I know what I want this to look like. I don't know necessarily how or how long it's going to take or when it's going to happen. Like, I don't know all those details, but I know I can see what I want it to look like. And I could just see, I want this business to be serving women and helping them with their social media and stepping in and taking social media off their plate and making it successful for them and building the business or the brand or their name and them feeling really good about it. Like that was my mission from day one. And I really saw like full client list of amazing women-owned businesses and people seeing something unique in me. Like it doesn't feel like stale social media. It feels like she gets me. And that was my vision. And it's really, really cool how quickly that growth happened. So I wanted to bring you guys in on what are, I think, the top things that have helped me get to that kind of quick growth. And quick growth is funny because it's like, I feel like I put 8 years of business in to have quick growth in my new business. Like literally, I feel like all my 8 years as a florist and floral business owner helped me have quick growth here. So maybe that's takeaway number one is like, it's not going to be quick necessarily. Don't look for it to be quick. Look for it to be good. And then it'll catch you by surprise. But focusing on these things that I tell you today will really, truly help you accelerate the timetable for whatever that goal or that thing that you're building is. That really is what this podcast is for. I want you to learn from what I've done, what I'm doing, mistakes I've made, all of that. This is truly so that you can take what you hear here and replicate it in your own way for your own goals. So the first thing that has really helped me with my growth is And what I want you to do is get crystal clear on who you're for. Okay. You cannot serve everybody. And what's cool is if you're super specific on who you're for, other people will hear you, see you, find you too. Okay. So just because you're more specific on who you're making your content for doesn't mean they're the only people that are going to see it. You're going to catch a wide net of people, even when you're specific. But by being specific in who you're for, in your content, in your messaging, in your marketing, you are going to go so much more impactful. You are going to make such a mark and an impact with the people that you want to. Okay. So if I made content for everyone, like I didn't have a specific person, I didn't know what they struggled with, I didn't know what they needed, I didn't know what they needed help with, I didn't know what they wanted, it wouldn't really work. But because I know I want to work with women in business, women-owned brands, and women creators, I can speak exactly to them. And I even get even more granular than that. And I make my content and I make my copy for one specific person. Okay. If I'm making my content for a woman who owns a business, she's busy, she's successful, but her social media is like stressful, scary. She just like can't even think about it. I make my content for her. Okay. But what's cool is creators can find me, salons can find me, med spas can find me, calligraphy business could find me. Like there is no limit to the people that can find me and resonate with that. Even if people who don't have a business yet would hear that and be like, oh yeah, that sounds so relatable, real. She gets it, right? She gets it. So I want you, whenever you're working on something, be so specific on who it's for. And okay, sure. Where do they shop? What do they like? That's fine. But what's more important is what do they need? What do they want? What are they struggling with? And how can you provide it? Next. And I know people think certain things about this, but provide value for free. Okay. I'm a big believer in energy exchange, value exchange. I really truly feel like we should give to get. And as I've studied a lot of other businesses and brands, I really, really love the ones that you can just tell they have that like serving heart. It's a pillar, it's a mission statement, it's a priority they give and they provide for their community. I really, truly believe that goes a long way. And I really don't like it when I see brands, businesses, creators, and they keep everything close to the chest. And it's like, well, that's not for you to know. That's not for you. Of course, we cannot give away everything for free. Not what I'm saying at all. But provide value, okay? Energy exchange, value exchange is really important, especially if someone is going to spend thousands of dollars with you. They kind of need to suss you out first. They need to say, okay, is this the girl for me? Is she helping me just already? And with the amount of businesses and brands and creators that there are out there, it's really important that you provide something first, okay? Wow them with what you can provide because it's going to help so much. And selling is serving. And yes, that means like when you're selling, you're adding value, but it also means like you're serving and that makes a sale. I truly believe that. I've felt that in my life. I've seen that work for people that I know, and I really believe that. I don't think we get very far by keeping everything close to the chest. I think we need to have community focus, value focus, selfless focus, and I really truly believe that comes back. All right, pivot quickly and take messy action. Messy action is a must. It is a requirement. You have to start. You have to do something, try something, and then say, okay, we're going to refine that, or I'm going to do that differently next time. And we're going to pivot the way we do that. I do this every single day. Every single day I am saying, okay, now I know for next time, I actually want to do that differently. Or why don't I phrase it that way? Or what if I kind of tweak how I do that? Like literally, you guys, every single day I'm having this conversation, and I'm bringing someone new onto my team. And I told her in our initial meeting, like, I want you to tell me if there's something that we're doing that like doesn't make sense, or it feels more complicated, or it'd be easier if we did something else. Tell me. I want this to be like, we're making this better together. And that's how I was when I was a florist too. And I had my team, like I would want them to tell me, how can I make this better? How can I make your job easier? Can I help you understand more? Not in a micromanaging way, but just so that they feel confident in what they're doing. And you have to take messy action. How can you get somewhere if you're not putting one foot in front of the other? You have to put stuff out there. You have to. It is a requirement for growth. And like I said, I am like the queen of messy action over here. You are seeing me do the thing. And I hope you're also seeing me pivot quickly, adjust accordingly, and keep going. And that is really one of the only and best ways to learn. Next up, outsource, mentorship, and always seek guidance. Okay. This is like my bread and butter right here. And by listening to this podcast, you're doing this. So you're on a great path. And guess what? Like, you're getting the mentorship that I pay for. I'm in 2 mentorship groups with 2 incredible entrepreneurs leading it on the one, and then another one. Why am I not just saying them? So I'm in the Mentor Collective with Chris and Lori Harder, and that is an incredible, incredible community. And then Bree Groves has another one that I'm in that has been so instrumental in my life, my products, even just having this podcast. So you're like literally getting the info that I'm getting from them in this podcast. So investing in mentorship and seeking guidance is absolutely crucial in your ability to grow, because we only know what we know, right? If we stay in our little echo chamber, cool, we can do stuff, we can do it, but you're going to learn the hard way and the slow way a lot of times. And I know on the flip side, it can feel like there's so many voices, there's so many things. What's the right way? What's the wrong way? It can start to feel a little bit overwhelming. So I don't want you to get caught up in that, but find 1 to 3 people even that you love and you trust and you know that they are where you want to be, right? You see the fruit of their life. Are they where you want to be? Listen to them, seek guidance. And a lot of times we do need to invest in that mentorship, right? Like you do need to put your money where your mouth is. And that is one of the best ways to make change in your life, right? If you have a free personal training session, are you going to show up? If you paid $150 for it, are you going to show up, right? Like which one are you more likely to show up to and give it your all? Probably the one you paid for. So yes, there's so much free guidance out there, so much, but if it feels like it's not sticking for you, it might be time to outsource, truly like investing in a coach, in a program, in whatever feels like would serve you best. But having someone to see your business and you as a whole objectively is one of the best and smartest things you can do, because we can only see what we see, right? We only know what we know. So we need someone to help us, tell us, guide us. Okay. Always work on you in that same vein. If you are in business, if you are showing up on social media, if you are just trying to be a better you all around, like work on you. And I've heard this so many times. I've said this so many times. Being in business is the biggest personal growth journey you will ever go on. And it is never ending. Okay. Like literally never ending. You are your business. As far as you go is as far as the business goes. If you can't think bigger, see bigger, know there's more, or refine, or like whatever it is that's a block in you personally, your business is going to be blocked, right? Like we are our own bottleneck sometimes. So it's really, really important to know I'm working on me. I'm investing in me. I'm focused on me, whatever that is. If that is like our main character energy pod, if it's your confidence, if it is listening to more personal growth podcasts, books, if it's being around new people and people that are like-minded and people that are where you want to be, like what are those things that you can do that are going to help you grow? Because if you're feeling stuck, if you're coming up against the same things over and over, that's a big sign that you need some work. Okay. And that's not a bad thing. It's not at all. We all need to work on stuff always, but knowing you need to work on it and actually doing it is what's going to set you apart and get you that success that you want. And then lastly, stay true to you. The best businesses are the ones that have such a strong identity and such a strong uniqueness, right? Like you can tell, oh, that's so them. And social media too. Like I love when I go onto people's pages and I'm like, you can feel their personality. You can feel that like just jumping off the page, they're so true to them. And that is going to make you stand out so much. And I say it over and over and over and over, but there's only one you, right? Like there's a million social media businesses, there's only one me. There's a million podcasts, there's only one me. Whatever it is you do, there's only one you. So own that and like double, triple down on the you-ness of it and lead with that, because people connect with people. And I say this over and over, and it's really how I've tried to build my business and show up on social for my business, is that yes, it's a small page right now, but I want people to feel like they know me. Like it's almost like a mini coaching session with me, a little strategy session with me. Like they're getting that personal touch from me, because yes, reading words is nice, but if like we can read words all day long, if they can hear my voice, if they can see me, that's going to deepen that connection with my audience so much more, which is ultimately the goal. I want them to feel connected to me, feel like they know me, and they're getting something from being a part of my page and staying checked in. And again, that's that value exchange too, that I really truly try to live by. So doubling down on you and showing you your story, your voice, all those things is going to make a huge impact. And that ties into having a personal brand too, which I want all of you guys to do. And your personal brand is just you. It's just you and how you show up. Okay. That was a lot, but I tried to consolidate it. I am so excited to hear what you guys think of this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Follow us, subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars, please. Tell us what you loved about this episode, and I will talk to you guys soon. Until then, cheers.